This time, it's all about feeling the wind in your hair.
Okay, that's really cool. This is a Pagani, for goodness sake, it's amazing.
As we lift the lid on a multi-million-pound Roadster.
We're machining these parts to an accuracy of less than half of the human hair.
Uncover a game-changing best in class.
What a fantastic piece of engineering.
And discover what happens when you really push the boundaries.
The beast of Turin used to scare the hell out of everybody.
As we get the inside story of how open-top magic is made.
Every single part has been re-engineered. The car is absolutely amazing.
Roadster is the generic name given to an open-top, two-seat car with a design that emphasises sporty characteristics. Historically, Roadsters were fully open to the elements. But convertible models soon appeared with a removable roof. Over the years, most of the major brands have tried their hand at creating one. To lose the roof, compromises in performance usually have to be made. But Roadster drivers are usually more interested in the aspirational lifestyle promised by these open-top cars. Today, champion rally driver Katie Munnings is going to experience just what happens when a Roadster is given the supercar treatment.
So this is the Pagani Huayra Roadster BC. Wow, what a car. It looks like a race car to me. It's got this vintage style. It's such an exclusive car. There's only been 40 made. I'm so lucky to be riding in it today.
With a price tag of over £4 million, each Roadster conceals a host of groundbreaking tech and high-end engineering. An 800 horsepower V12 engine that means it can reach a reputed 220 miles per hour. A carbo titanium chassis that makes it the lightest convertible supercar Roadster on Earth. And Aerodynamics that produce more than 500 kilos of downforce at 280 kilometers per hour. And today, Pagani's test driver, Simone Terozzi, is going to show Katie what it's capable of.
Ready?
Okay, yeah,
Go.
ready? Wow!
First with top on.
Wow, this is so fast! It's like being on a roller coaster when your arms are all weak.
Then with top off.
So it's really easy, actually. Just a clip, lift. Okay, he has it. So light. This is the new experience. It's a really funny sensation to be in a fast car, but actually have the roof off. I've never been in one before.
Yeah.
Feel the wind in my hair. It's such a strange sensation. It's like I'm in a pod. It kind of feels a little bit more like a single-seat race car.
So how do Pagani create a supercar Roadster with the performance of a race car? The secrets lie in their Italian factory. The new 9,200 square metre factory opened in 2017. It turns out a mere 50 cars each year, averaging just under one car each week. 170 employees are handcrafting these cars, all under the watchful eye of patriarchal company founder Horacio Pagani.
Io cerco di essere presente perché voglio seguire ogni singola macchina, ma diciamo che sono uno della famiglia.
It takes 6 months to take the raw materials and transform them into a finished car rolling off the production line. The Roadster build begins in a temperature and humidity controlled workshop. More than 40 carbon alloy parts are cut and shaped to form the individual pieces of the body. These materials hold the secret to the car's ultra-lightweight build. But before they hit the workshop, they're stored here, in the fridge.
In order to preserve the chemicals of the resin, they need to be stored here. So here is where the car is born. This is something that not many people know about.
It's a material that's at the heart of the brand's history. Horacio Pagani joined Lamborghini in 1983 and worked his way up to head of composites. When carbon fibre emerged in the late 80s, Pagani immediately saw the potential, but Lamborghini continued predominantly using steel. So Pagani left Lamborghini, and soon after, his eponymous company was born. Francesco Perini is the head of concept, composite and mechanical design at Pagani. He oversees transforming these sheets of carbon fibre into a supercar roadster.
In this case, it's a rear bonnet. And we can see here, we are in the middle of the layup process, and there are materials laid up at the same time to make the final shape of the part.
The process may look low-tech, but these workers are shaping a material at the pinnacle of automotive engineering.
This material is unique for Pagani. It's a patented material. It's a combination of aerospace-grade titanium wires and the ultimate carbon fiber, and makes the chassis itself stiffer.
It's a revolutionary innovation, but not a cheap one.
There was a cost increase on the raw material itself, which was 450% increase.
After the carbo-titanium and carbon fibre are moulded into shape, the individual parts are heated in a huge pressure-controlled oven called an autoclave.
So they are just loading an autoclave now. So it's effectively baking procedure which transform the resin from liquid to proper solid.
These components are heated to 140 degrees Celsius, after which the material is ready to be sanded and polished by hand.
Every part might take few hours up to a full week of work just to prepare it and to make all the drills and the holes required to finish the part.
Once sanded smooth, the parts are treated and painted by hand. The finished carbo-titanium is not only stronger, but also 20% more rigid than their previous components. This combination of strength and lightness is just what a roadster needs.
So normally in a coupe, we have a reinforcement here on the roof, which gives the right strength to the chassis. But when it comes to a roadster model and you lose this connection, you need to reinforce the chassis all the way around. And we could manage this with this unique material. So here you can recognize the carbo-titanium because of the little shiny titanium wires.
These tiny threads of titanium have rewritten the rulebook for roadsters.
This is a remarkable achievement, the level of technology embedded in these materials.
At the airfield, Kate is testing the impact of this revolutionary material on the car's performance.
So now it's a roadster and it feels a bit bare, but the chassis is strong, so it's still safe.
Yes, still safe.
And it's made of this incredible material so that even when you take the roof off, the performance of the car stays the same.
The lightness of the carbo-titanium really shows when the car goes full throttle.
It's a really great power-to-weight ratio because the car is quite light. It's 1.25 tons. Let's try again, one more acceleration. It's an incredibly stiff response.
Very stiff.
And can you feel it as a driver?
Yes, you have a lot of response of the car.
Oh wow, yeah. Apparently this car can take 2.2 lateral G, which is amazing for a road car.
But pairing the wind-in-the-hair dream of a sporty two-seater with the extreme performance expected by their multi-millionaire buyers requires all the tricks and tech of the world's most advanced engineering minds.
La roadster è essere liberi al sole, che le arriva, no? È un po' come andare in moto su quattro ruote.
In their Italian factory, Horacio Pagani and his team have created the Huayra Roadster BC. A supercar roadster with a reputed price tag of over £4 million.
Perciò è la vettura più veloce che noi abbiamo mai fatto.
This rear-wheel drive car has 800 horsepower and a top speed of over 220 miles per hour. The secrets of its success are hidden beneath its patented titanium streaked carbon fibre skin. With a production run being limited to just 40 cars, they get a lot of personal attention.
All the process is made by hand. There are no machines. And this is because of the importance of the human touch for Pagani.
But what is it about an open-top roadster that makes wealthy drivers want to spend big? Supercar roadsters might not even exist if it weren't for the trailblazing innovations unlocked by one of motoring's great game changers.
Here we go. Here we go.
In the heart of England, Titch Cormac is sampling a record-breaking pioneer of open-top car design.
I mean, it doesn't get more British than this. Beautiful, rolling green hills, the wind in your hair, and what better way to enjoy it than in this? The Morgan 4.4.
This is an original 1947 4.4 drop-head coupe.
What a fantastic piece of engineering. Roadsters were immensely popular in the 1940s, and this is the car that really put them on the map in the UK.
Morgan started handcrafting these machines in 1936, and the car was an immediate bestseller.
The Morgan 4.4 gets its name for two things. The fact it was Morgan's first ever four-wheel car, and the fact they changed the engine arrangement to 4 cylinders. What you ended up with was a lovely little roadster with 38 horsepower. Let's give it a go and see what that 38 horsepower produces. And she's not exactly pushing me in the back of the seat. We're absolutely topping it out, and we're at 48 miles an hour.
The Morgan may be no match for modern cars.
It's in the rush, is that boy? Calm down, old chap.
But the 4.4 wasn't only about speed.
I'm loving it. Now, whilst this isn't fast, it's still a delight to drive. And from a mechanical point of view, the thing that's really cool about it is how it was built. And the secret to that is in its bones.
Just like the Pagani, the Morgan 4.4 isn't so much built as crafted.
Now, underneath these lightweight aluminium panels lies the intriguing thing about the Morgan, and it's the ladder framework. Now, you might think that this was made out of steel or aluminium. It wasn't. It's actually built out of wood. And you can see that here on the sills, just underneath and up here. This whole tub is a wooden framework. And that was for two reasons. One, it gave the car that sort of coach-built feel, but also it was lightweight like a sports car.
Back in the 1930s, wood was as important to a Morgan 4.4 as carbo titanium is to the Huayra today.
Internally, you can see the tops of the frame, and you can see on the dash the little pieces of wood that have been inlaid on the top. There's a lot of time and effort and craftsmanship gone into the inside of this car. sit very, very low to the ground, and it's almost like a go-kart feel to it. It feels incredible to be sitting behind the wheel of one of these iconic cars. It's literally like the engine is attached to your feet. It's there, you can feel it. Yeah, it's noisy and it's windy and there's little rattles. But that's half the fun, isn't it?
Roadsters have come a long way since the Morgan 4.4, and the Huayra Roadster BC pushes the genre further than ever before. This multi-million-pound supercar makes the 48 miles per hour top speed of the Morgan seem like ancient history.
Let's go fast.
Luckily, rally driver Katie Munnings and test pilot Simone Turozzi are safely buckled up and putting the pedal to the floor to find out how far they can push this car's speedometer.
Wow. You can't really lift your arms. It's incredible. It really feels like a race car. So how fast did we just go? Did you see?
250.
Wow.
The Huayra was built with a clear goal: to be the fastest roadster ever. And the secret of this supercar's incredible top speed of over 350 kilometers per hour is held in the Pagani factory.
Every single part, every single body panel, every bracket, every single nut has been re-engineered to optimize the functionality, but to have also less weight, so much performance.
And at the heart of it all is its extraordinary engine.
So we are now in the pre-assembly line, and specifically, here is where the engine and the gearbox are assembled. The engine of the Roadster BC is a 6 liters V12 twin turbo.
The weight of the engine and gearbox makes their central positioning crucial to this roadster's handling.
This is why we designed the car to have the powertrain group close to the center of gravity of the car. This engine has been designed and engineered exclusively for Pagani, and AMG did an outstanding work in terms of performance. And for the first time in history, this will have the Pagani V12 name on it.
This massive custom-built AMG V12 engine is capable of sending 774 pounds per foot of torque through to the Roadster's back wheels. In September 2020, the hard work paid off when the Pagani completed the fastest lap ever recorded for a road-legal car at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium.
The team was so happy and was amazed by the result achieved.
And rally driver Katie is getting to experience for herself the effect of combining all that muscle and engineering precision.
So this engine is a V12 6-litre engine. Wow! It's so instantaneous, the reaction there. The speed is insane. I can see why I need the seatbelt. It doesn't feel really like a roadster. It's quite an aggressive car. It's amazing. It's one of the best performing cars for the weight to power ratio, actually. It's got so much torque and you can really feel that. We go again? He's smiling. I can see a smile on his face when he accelerates. Woo!
As a long-time driver for Pagani, Simone helped develop this Huayra.
So, Simone, as a driver, what is your feeling that this gives you on the track?
It's like a racing car. You can reach 2.2 G-force.
I can feel the G-force even when you accelerate. It's really quite... Yeah. We nearly
creating a Roadster isn't as simple as chopping the roof off a regular supercar. In their Italian factory, Horacio Pagani and his team went right back to the drawing board.
Normalmente un componente così pesa più di 20 kg, questo con tutto credo che pesa 6 kg. Completamente in titanio, 100%. Questo componente costa a noi più che una Fiat 500 Abarth.
Under the bonnet of this open-air auto sits a tailor-made twin-turbo 6-litre AMG V12 engine. This allows acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds and 0 to 100 miles per hour in 5.02 seconds. And bespoke hand-designed tyres that allow an incredible deceleration of 2.2 G. But such a high-performance engine needs a high-performance transmission.
We're talking about a very quick gear shift, which is almost like an eye blink.
What's the secret to building a super-fast gear shift for probably the most expensive supercar roadster ever made? At X-Track Transmission Technology in Berkshire, Michael Allen and his team are building a bespoke gearbox from scratch.
We basically start out with these long bars and then turn that into a gearbox that's going to go out and win a race, win a championship, or end up in a Pagani Huayra Roadster.
These long bars will be cut down into individual gears, the key component in the gearbox.
We're taking this 5-metre bar. The machine's going to grab it, drag it into the saw blade, and turn that into a usable piece of material.
The circular blanks are then machined to add the teeth.
Ben here's working on one of our many hobbing machines that we've got here. And have we got one that's ready to go, Ben?
There's one just finished now, so I'll get it out for you.
Superb. These teeth will be cut to an accuracy of 50 microns, and just to put that into a bit of perspective of you, my hair will be about 100 microns thick. So yeah, we're machining these parts to an accuracy of less than half of a human hair.
The angle of the gear teeth makes a crucial difference to the drive.
It's brilliant. So in all of our motorsport products, we use what is called a spur or a straight cut gear, and in that instance, the gear teeth would be cut straight along the axes, as I'm showing there. But for all of our road car parts, we actually use a helical gear. So you can see that the gear tooth is off at an angle. And what that actually does in the car is to make the gearbox run a whole lot quieter, which is obviously hugely important for such a luxury and refined car.
The Pagani transmission will be expected to withstand over 250,000 gear shifts. So nothing leaves the factory until it's been tested in this £1.5 million rig.
It's an amazing bit of kit. In terms of our quality control, trying to make not only the highest performance, but the quietest gearboxes we can, this test rig really allows us to measure basically how we're doing on that.
But the gears being put through their paces at the moment are not built for quiet.
We're testing a IndyCar transmission at the moment. Once it gets up to 12,000 RPM, this type of motorsport gearbox really will scream. It's a very shrill, visceral kind of experience to be in there.
After designing and building to custom specifications, the results of this test are a nail-biting judgment on whether these gears will deliver under extreme pressure.
Some of the parts in our gearboxes are under incredible stress. So the gears in a Pagani will have a contact stress of 2,000 megapascals. So that's the equivalent of 10 elephants balancing on a single 1p coin.
Once the parts have been custom built, they're brought together here in the build shop.
This is where it all comes together. All those hundreds of parts that we're making down in the factory.
Today, it's Jordan Yip's job to bring together our Pagani gearbox.
Each one will basically come with a nameplate that tells you who built the gearbox, its serial number, and when it was built. We've even had a customer once send a video message to one of our fitters, having found the label and discovered who built the gearbox on his Huayra. Very similar to an artist signing their name at the bottom of their masterpiece. 100% best gearboxes in the world.
The English-born Gearbox is the perfect partner for this Italian-bred supercar. Rally driver Katie Munnings and her pilot Simone Tarozzi have a whole air-filled runway to see if these gears can deliver the power of F1 with a whole lot more comfort.
It's a new design, it's a 7-speed sequential gearbox and it's transverse, so there's more weight distribution and it means it's easier for the handling for the driver.
Exactly. Show you the gear.
Okay. Wow, that is a really fast gear change. It's just instantaneous. Wow. Yeah, so that was a really fast transmission. It's almost like an automatic pops into gear very easily.
Yeah.
This incredible gearbox helps the Huayra get from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Okay, let's go. Okay, that's really cool.
Back at the factory, there's another secret behind the relaxed handling. In the next assembly line phase, the car's wheels are attached.
Here we have our completely bespoke tyres.
Lorenzo Kerkoch led Pagani's collaboration with Pirelli in search of the ultimate tyre.
We have tested 22 different compounds to achieve the perfect fit with this tyre. And also the tread of the tyre has completely customized design in order to give safety and grip.
Horacio Pagani also wanted a car with handling so sensitive that the driver feels like their hands are on the tarmac.
The tyre is maybe the most important part of the chassis of the car because it's a direct link between the asphalt and the vehicle. This tyre has been developed in order to give to this car the most performance, but at the same, the comfort.
Alongside engineering a custom-made compound, Pirelli also devised a tread pattern designed for quieter running and maximum fuel efficiency.
Wow, that's incredible.
On the track, these tyres should translate to pinpoint accuracy and incredible grip. So Katie's waltzing down the runway to see if they live up to expectations.
It has so much grip. The tyres are very special.
Yeah.
This attention to detail really pays off when the car's being pushed to its limits.
The tyres are so unique.
Il motore ha 1100 Nm di coppia, dai 2000 giri ai 6000, perciò veramente la macchina è molto cattiva ma nello stesso tempo ti rispetta.
This car is one of the most powerful Pagani have ever made. At the rear, it features a brand new titanium 6 exhaust pipe system. And mounted to the axles are 4 forged monolithic aluminium alloy wheels.
La macchina è molto facile da guidare, non è scorbutica, niente.
The Huayra Roadster BC might be focused on driver experience, but what happens if you throw out the rulebook and take the 2-seater to the extreme? Hidden in a garage in southwest England is one of the most audacious cars ever made.
That's loads, isn't it? That's loads.
One of only 2 built by Fiat, This S76 was once owned by a Russian prince.
Come on, dog. Leave your bump.
Today's proud owner is vintage car enthusiast Duncan Pittaway.
So we got this out earlier, it would have been easier. OK, we're out.
In 1910, Fiat decided to challenge the land speed record. So their engineers created one of the most powerful engines ever made.
OK.
The result? Was this fire-breathing monster. Today, Duncan and his fearless co-pilot are out to terrorise the people of Bristol.
This is the Fiat S76, the beast of Turin. It's called that because it used to scare the hell out of everybody. It's 300 horsepower, which is not too silly today, but in 1911 that was unheard of. It is extreme. And the fact it's probably the most unenvironmentally friendly car on the planet. Everybody does seem to like it.
Just like Pagani, Fiat put raw power at the heart of their car, but it's fair to say they didn't pay the same attention to the driving experience.
It's a pretty awful race car. It's too tall. It's like racing a double-decker bus. It's not very good at racing. I mean, it's designed to go faster than a straight line. It just doesn't like all this, or traffic lights, or traffic jams. It hasn't got any seatbelts. It hasn't got any front-wheel brakes.
But all that didn't stop Duncan buying the car back in 2003.
Blimey, it's nice when you stop. Oh my God. Thanks, Matt. It's just such a difficult car to run and drive. It mentally messes the brain. It was a roadster at a time when they probably didn't know what the word roadster meant.
It certainly lacks the style and handling that have become trademarks of the class. In this car, Fiat really did put all their eggs in one basket.
This car is defined by its engine, so it's a 28.5 litre.
That's almost 5 times the size of the Pagani.
These are the 4 cylinders, the bottom of the cylinders. It's insane compared to modern cars. But in those days, it was how you got the speed. So you make a huge engine, and it sort of throws you down the road like a sort of steam train. It's amazing. And that's the bit that's exhilarating to drive, is that sort of effortless performance. I don't think I've used it any more than half throttle ever, because it just feels so, I would say terrifying actually, to so full throttle.
Duncan spent 12 years restoring this unique piece of motoring history. In 2015, the beast was ready to roar once again.
Nobody as alive has heard it run. First time it fired up, I think most of it was just feeling just terrified. To hear it run for the first time, it was just fabulous.
In 1913, Fiat's feat of engineering paid off when driver Arthur Duray reached a stupendous 132 miles per hour in Ostend, Belgium, making the Beast the fastest car on Earth.
This thing is the fastest thing on the planet. You could fall off the tallest structure in the world, and you still wouldn't be going faster when you hit the ground than you were if you sat in this car.
Over a century later, Horacio Pagani and his team have managed to tame the power of their V12 800 horsepower engine to provide a more refined ride, even when it's pushed to its limits and thrown around a test track. In the final stage of production, the car's electronics, including the active aerodynamics, are tested. The Huayra is sculpted for a streamlined drive, but it also needs downforce to give it stability.
As you can see here, the wings are up.
These wings, 2 at the front, 2 more at the back, automatically move to create the perfect balance between downforce and drag for each manoeuvre.
We can modify the field of pressure around the car and therefore change the load on the 2 axes. This device works also as aero brakes when the car is braking hard, so they deflect air up and create more drag to stop the car quicker. But also, they can work independently to make sure that when the car is turning, one flap is pushing down the car on the opposite of the turn.
These aero features make the Roadster record-breaking on the track, but also a car every Tom, Dick and Harry could drive if they could afford it.
The car is absolutely amazing. It can give you the confidence of driving a hypercar, but at the same time feel the control of the car. And I think this is the difference which makes a car enjoyable or not. Because if you're not confident, you will not push hard and you will not really see what the car can make.
Back at the track, Katie's with a driver that has no fear of pushing this car to its limits.
I was not expecting that. The aerodynamics are designed to still create the same effect even when you don't have the roof on. That's incredible.
With Simone in the cockpit, she's feeling the full effect of the car's aero features.
At high speeds, the wings are active, so they all move under braking, so they raise up to help that braking force. And there's this blow diffuser effect underneath the car, which actually generates more downforce. The design of this car means a really nice dynamic as a driver. So cool to be able to experience this today. Such an exclusive car, and there's so much character in it. It's absolutely sensational.
With the Huayra, Pagani have taken the Roadster concept of a sporty open-top 2-seater and added all the secrets of a supercar.
They've created the ultimate track car, which is so fun to experience. And then they've created this car that you'd feel so happy cruising around on a Sunday morning in the Italian countryside with the roof down.
But with a production run of just 40 and a price tag set at over £4 million, not many people will get to spend the weekend cruising in this car.
Non è la macchina che porti i bambini a scuola. Alla fine è una macchina inutile, se vista solo come un oggetto che ti porta da qui, da A a B. Invece si è vista come un oggetto, come un quadro, come una scultura, come un oggetto d'arte, allora ha un senso.